Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the new synth from the developer of Silo and Grain Science. Now this isn't a granular synth, okay, it's something completely different. It's called a Mitosynth or Mitosynth, I'm not sure, and it's it's incredible what you can do with this. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a general idea of how to get started. Okay, but in the this comes with around about 100 patches already loaded that you can adjust and alter and save as your own sort of thing. And also in the description of this video I'm including a link to another 23 patches made by SynthMaster. Okay, so check out the description and you'll find the link there. Okay, so first of all, how does it sound? Well, if we touch library here are all our included patches. Now these are my patches and some of the ones that SynthMaster has done as well that I've put in here. So first of all, how does it sound? Well, it sounds massive. So this is one of the ones that I created. Now it's pretty difficult for me to play this through the tripod, but you can hear the sound evolving. And this is one of the preset patches that I adjusted and saved as a new patch. And another one that I made from Whale Scale's SEM vocal patch and a few other bits and pieces. So let's get down to, a couple from SynthMaster. These are the ones that you can download from the description. Now, a couple of things to point out on this page. Here you have the patches and you have audio. Now, these are wave. These aren't sounds on their own, they're wave files. Okay, so they're audio clips that you can use to build up your patch with. Now, there are a couple of cool ways to build patches using Mitosynth. You can use up to 32 sounds, 32 slots, and they can be a mixture of audio, just audio patches like these, basic waveforms there, and then different things that you can import or record in yourself and drop in via audio share or Dropbox. And the other one is with the additive synth engine that's built in as well. Okay, now you'll notice as well before we go any further that there's a little lock here. Usually that means that it will lock the keyboard, but in this case it's a sustain. So if you hit this little lock here, the patch will sustain. Right, so let's get going. Let's start. So we'll just go down and find the initial patch, which will say in it somewhere. I think I'll just, there we go. So there's the initial patch, which is just a basic waveform. So we hit edit patch here. And the most important part of Mitosynth is the wave chamber. This is where you can start to make your own patches. Okay, so if we open the wave chamber, we can see here that it's just a basic sawtooth wave. We have a sampler and we have pre-filter. We'll get to that in a sec. So simplest way to start this, let's just open this here. Now we can change. This is where we can select from our audio because it's a sampler. Yeah. But first of all, I want to show you something else. We go to sampler here and we have sampler, blend and additive. I'm going to start with additive. So there is there's the basic sound there for that additive preset there. So we can add our harmonics. Bandwidth. Stripe and stripe cut, and then stereo Stereoify, I think it said. Stereoify. Okay, so let's add another one. Here, let's just add another one. And let's change that around a bit. Let's alter the table size here. Now, let's just stick with those two for a sec. Now, you see this here, it says morph, and we're in blend mode. Okay, so what we need to do here is we want to hear if we want to hear our first sound, which is this, and our second sound, which is that, you'll see that that's changed from 0 to 100%. So if we go backwards there, okay, and then forwards, we get our second sound. If we go in the middle, we'll get a mixture of the two sounds. But just let's see if we add something else now. Let's add another additive, and let's do something with that one. Let's take that down, and the harmonics. Okay, so I'm not paying too much attention to here to the greatness of the sound they're out. So anyway, so at the moment, let's go to there. Now if we move, so 0 would be our first additive, 50 our second, and there you go. So what we can do now, and we can do this for any of these little dials, which you'll see a little triangle in pointing that way, it means you can automate it. Okay, so if we press this now, you'll see that it says constant. Well, you can also pretty much control all the controls with MIDI controller as well. So if we hit there now and open this, anything after constant, all these like velocity, pad, linear. Pad is where you assign your performance pads, by the way. Linear, envelope, sine, square. These are all automation. So as soon as you come off, like at the moment, let me just see. At the moment, you can see that it's just a little dial. So let's press this, and let's go to linear, and you'll see that it's changed. Okay. Now you'll see that you can start and end. So if we just drag that all the way down to there, you'll see the ramp, and we can take that all the way up there to 100%. What should happen now? In duration of 1 second. Well, let's just make that a little bit bigger. So over the course of 3 seconds, it should go from the first and cycle through the other two as well. Okay. So say for instance, okay, well, I'm quite happy with that sound. That's okay. Let's go to our wave chamber again, sorry. And let's this time go to sampler. And let's, just let me show you something as well. If you go to Blender here, you'll see that we have our additive, 3 additives there. Now, if we hit this little plus here, this will let us add our audio samples, if you like. And bear in mind, you can sample anything you like, can't you? You know, from any of the other synths, it's audio bus compatible via audio share or whatever, so you can build up a nice lead sound, then drop it in and add it to all the other stuff as well. So let's just, for instance, put this vocal thing in as well. See? So you can see how you can control the sounds by building sounds up like that. The next part is the envelope. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory here. We can increase our release and our attack. Okay. Now, if I wanted to make the R a bit, so at the moment, the blend is from 0 to 100. So let's just blend these in a little bit better than that. So let's go. So it's slightly less, and the duration, but the duration is fine. So we're going to get a different sound now. Okay. Now at this point, we could start adding some modulation. So let's see. Pitch and octave are fine, and mode is none. So let's put some supercharger in, and let's have this over 3 voices. And let's not take the mad down. And let's add a couple of sub basses there, so we can add 2. Now, here we have a reverb, which is at the end, and let's put it into a cathedral, and let's have the wet dry level up to about there, and let's increase the gain a little bit there. So you can see from a few sounds and stuff that you're starting to build up a really nice thing. Now we have all these different effects here. We have we have 5 distortion effects: bit crush, hard clip, pulse distortion, overdrive, and warm fuzz. And then we have our basic stuff like we have echo, phases, flanges, chorus. So let's add some flanger to that. Now let's see our amount there, and we can automate the flanger as well. Anything there you can automate, and you can automate it in. Let's increase the depth. So there's a quick sound that we've built up. Now all we need to do is we'll call it let's see, space flight, just for something to call it. Okay, and we just hit save, and then we can add tags and stuff, and other things as well. So there it is, space flight. Now we can, if we wanted to, we can save it to the iPad or send it to Dropbox or send it by email to someone else who's got the synth. So that's that part of creating your patches. Now you can see how quite easy that is. And let's see now. So if we go to library, and we'll go to patch edit, and we'll go to actually let's add another effect. Let's add and let's add something quite hard, so we can hear what's going to happen. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to automate. So if we go up like that, actually this is how you get rid of an effect, by the way. You just flick it over. So let's add a different effect. I want some bit crush, yeah, because you'll really hear that. So here's, and let's, okay. So I'm going to automate the bit crush. So we can go there, and then we'll do this square style. So maximum we'll leave on 61. We'll start with 0. We'll do this linear. Okay, so just start clean, and over the course of 1 second, well, we can have this go over 7 seconds. So over the course of now 6 seconds something, we should be able to So there you go. Now these performance pads as well, these are assignable. So I'll show you basically quickly how you do that as well. So let's just choose this one. Which is one from SynthMaster. Now, let's go to edit patch there. And let's go to our wave chamber. And let's just quickly the blend for this one. So I wanted to show you something that'll make you, that you'll be able to hear as well. Oh, and it's got polyphonic glide as well. So I'm going to do it with the reverb. Right, I'm gonna do it with the panning. So panning is obviously blah blah left and right, and but for the okay. So let's just go to there now, and let's go to open that and go to pad. Now let's go maximum and minus there. Okay, so and I've assigned that to pad 1, so you can see. So let's see what happens here. So there you go, guys. There's a quick. Now it has an excellent manual as well. There's a really quick look at how you can get started with Mitosynth, so that you're basically on your way to creating your very own patches. All right, guys. I'll see you later.